Muleni, and welcome to the Conversations with Lankosi YouTube channel. As you know, mine is to inform, educate, and entertain. Lankosi, your host. Welcome to the channel. When the government sings lullabies, we no longer fall asleep. In today's video, we will be exploring the intriguing concept of government lullabies and how they can potentially impact our ability to fall asleep metaphorically rather than literally. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's unravel this topic together. To understand the significance of the phrase, when the government sings lullabies, we no longer fall asleep, we need to explore the various facets of government influence on individuals and society as a whole. Governments have always played a crucial role in shaping the policies and regulations that guide and govern our lives. But sometimes their actions can lull us into a sense of complacency, blinding us to potential issues and concerns. In this video, we will analyze this phenomenon by examining historical examples, psychological theories, and real-world implications. Let's begin by delving into the historical context of government lullabies. Through history, governments have often utilized various tactics to pacify, manipulate, or distract their citizens. From ancient empires to contemporary democracies, ruling powers have recognized the influence of narrative and rhetoric in shaping public opinion. For instance, during times of war, governments used patriotic songs and speeches to rally support and maintain morale. However, this can sometimes result in the suppression of dissent or critical thinking, leading to a metaphorical sleepwalking state for the people. To further explore the concept of government lullabies, we must consider its psychological implications. Studies have shown that individuals have a strong propensity to succumb to cognitive biases and fall into patterns of confirmation bias, where they seek information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs and values. Governments can exploit this tendency by manipulating narratives, weaving their own lullabies to ensure that the public continues to be asleep. As citizens, it is essential that we remain vigilant and critically engage with the information that is being presented to us as facts, avoiding the trap of being compliant to the government's lullabies, which are actually not for us, come to think of it. Let us now turn our attention to some real-world examples of government lullabies and their effects on society. One such example is the phenomenon of political propaganda, where governments use carefully crafted messages to shape public opinion. This manipulation often occurs during times of crisis or during election campaigns when emotions run high, making citizens more susceptible to absorbing and believing these lullabies without questioning their validity. Saudis, does this not ring a bell? Additionally, the power of repetition and framing cannot be understated, as governments leverage media outlets and social platforms to amplify their narrative, ultimately shaping public perception. In a world where government lullabies can have a profound impact on the collective consciousness, impartial journalism plays a crucial role. It is the responsibility of journalists to present us with unbiased facts, investigate claims, and hold governments accountable by providing diverse perspectives and fostering critical thinking. Impartial journalism acts as a counterbalance to government lullabies, ensuring a well-informed citizenry capable of making sound decisions. Although the concept of government lullabies may seem overwhelming, it is essential to remember that awareness and collective action can awaken society from its metaphorical slumber. engage with diverse sources of information, actively question narratives, and participate in inclusive and democratic processes to promote transparency and accountability. By doing so, we can actually actively engage in shaping the narrative and prevent potential consequences of government lullabies. Ever since the new dawn began, our trust in them has eroded, and they have resorted to what may now be a failed attempt of image sanitation because it led to the punishment of those who were bold enough to speak up. As the veil of deception continues to lift, revealing the truth as it is, we will be left with little leadership because the vile-hearted ones infected the now turned motivational speakers and radicalists with the same sickness of feeding their greedy desires, lustful demands, and hunger for status so as to secure their dominance and also bask in the tainted glory of their battered egos and those of the creeps who groomed them. It is impossible to censor all of us, despite the public example set by those who feed their cravings. Their intolerance for the truth only exposes them for the cowards that they are. These senseless parades and speeches that are inspired by the soapies they probably binge watch on when the rest of us wither away in the dark due to load shedding is an example of how greedy they can actually be. Their control over how the media influences us is slowly depleting, and I am here for it because the lopsided approach that has been taken when reporting on serious issues that expose their faves has caught the attention of the majority who seem to be awakening from the government's lullaby that no longer puts us to sleep. That marks the end of today's video. Thank you so much for lending your eyes and ears. I hope that you found today's video informative. Please do not forget to click on that subscription button or light the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any new uploads. Enkosini.